It's Monday, January 19th, 2026. Today is day one of Ironman training. I just got up, gonna shovel the driveway, help out my dad. But we got a ton of snow last night. But basically this week, gonna take you guys through my first week of Ironman training. And it's actually a lot of testing to see my max heart rate and power tests on the bike and runs. So just gonna keep you guys updated and take you guys along. Today is going to be my power test on the bike. So I'll get a couple clips of that, show you guys what that looks like. What's up, guys? It's Tuesday, day 2 of Ironman training. Yesterday, talked to you guys a little bit about what my week looks like. Unfortunately, after a phone call with my coach, we had to delay the power test on the bike because of a little bit of discomfort I've been having in my knee. But that's not a big problem. Still got on the bike, still was able to do an hour. And it was very easy, not pushing too much. That way he just still gets like some data, like heart rate and everything. And like cadence. But right now, getting some breakfast in, I'm gonna read the Bible, pray, journal a little bit, take some time to kind of schedule and organize my day. And then later on, we have a little recovery run. I'm gonna talk to Sean before I go and do that, see if there's any changes to my workout. But take you guys along, take some clips. Yesterday didn't do the best job talking about the bike ride. I just got some clips for you guys, but yeah, I will talk to you guys a little more later, show you guys what I got going on. So to start off my day, I always make sure my breakfast is big enough to fuel me for my workouts later. And I also just saw I have a swim and a run. So what I have every day is a Fairlife, one of the 30-gram protein shakes. And then I always make 2 English muffins, 4 eggs, 2 slices of cheese, 2 slices of ham, put some butter on there. And this is my breakfast every single day. Aside from that, I also take creatine in my water and a handful of other supplements as well. So I'm gonna take this down, read my Bible, and then eventually head to the gym. Right now, I'm doing my recovery run before my swim. It's supposed to be RPE 5, so I should be able to talk, have a conversation with somebody. So I'm engaging that by singing. So I have my worship playlist going, just worshiping the Lord and going. So got about 24 more minutes. Let's go. I believe my knee also doesn't feel bad. No pain right now and no discomfort. So calm pace is not a problem. Finished up the run and now I'm doing like a couple laps just walking just to cool down, but the run went super great, 30 minutes. I was supposed to stay in like a 3 to 6 RPE. So very moderate, easy, light run. Shouldn't feel pain, shouldn't feel super tired. Should be able to engage in a conversation, which is what I feel like I did. I think I was probably on the higher end of, on like that 6, just because heart rate was kind of high because I was like singing, worshiping the Lord, but it was super good. My legs feel good, no knee pain. Now gonna cool off, go change and get ready for the swim. Two 40-yard warm-up into 160-yard cruise. 4 sets of those. After each one, it's a 30-second break. And then once the 4 sets are done, just did another 240 cool down. And now it says cool down. I don't think I'm working this thing correctly, but now I gotta figure that out, so peace. Got back from my swim, so in total it was 1,180 yards. I think I did an extra 20 yards in there, but it was split between a 240-yard warm-up and then 4 sets of 160-yard cruise swim. So kind of taking it light, but just gliding through. And then once that main set was done, into another 240-yard cool down. And then that was the swim. No pool buoy, no fins, no paddles, nothing. Just very simple today, just tracking on the heart rate and getting some data together. Now back home, got some rice, beans, and beef, but I grub that and then shower, do some recovery stuff for the day, and be done. I'm with Teddy. I got a 20-minute stretch block before my 1-hour bike. Figured I'd just do it at home with my guy. Got the foam roller, got the lacrosse ball, this right here, and the massage gun. So, about to kill that and then bring you guys along to my bike ride. That right there is my 20-minute simple recovery style stretch. Now I'm on to go bike for an hour. All right, I'm right here about to do my full all-out power test for the run. This is what it's kind of structured as. It's an hour run, or hour and 5 minutes. First 15 minutes is warm-up, super easy. And then that's when we go into 4 sets of 30-second super hard runs into a 2-minute cool down. That would be 1 set, doing that 4 times. And then into a 5-minute recovery run, so super easy again, RPE 1 to 5. And then that's when we kick it up 100% basically for 20 straight minutes, get the heart rate spiked up and just giving it my absolute all. This is probably gonna be by far one of the harder workouts I do, especially in the beginning. But this is kind of to set a baseline for where I'm at, to give Sean an idea. That way he can structure my workouts later. So, but to kill this, probably will not film on the actual treadmill because I don't want to fall and die. But this right here is gonna kill me after the 20 minutes. Then it's like a 15-minute cool down. I will tune back in with you guys once I'm done here. Let's go. All right, we're halfway through. Already probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. Trying to get the heart rate back down. I can't even speak. We're 26 minutes in. We did the 15-minute warm-up, which is kind of tough on my hip, my left side. I think I just not used to this, but in the end it worked out. Like, it was fine. And then came those 4 sets of the sprints. I'm doing a 4-minute 4:30 pace. Definitely not sustainable, but those 30 seconds of that pace is ridiculous. I'm sweating like crazy. But now I've got a 5-minute break. I don't even really need to be walking. And then 20 minutes all out. So let's go. I'll get back to you guys when I'm done that. almost just passed out setting up that camera. I just heard my heartbeat as if it was on a speaker in my chest, going through my ears and my head. That is by far the hardest run I've ever had to do. Hardest part of the week is done. I got by and dodged a bullet with the power test on the bike. That's still coming. But those 20 minutes, I feel like I learned so much about myself. I mean, the first 2 minutes, you're dogging and you're thinking like, you know, how on earth am I gonna keep this pace? Newsflash, you don't. The pace that you go is literally just whatever your legs desire. I felt like I was pumping. At one point, looked down, my heart rate is the max, and it says I'm at like a 9-minute mile pace. I'm running slower technically, but with such power that it just takes all of me. And I get through the run, I'm getting through the run, and I see this right in front of me. Results or excuses, you choose. And I thought, man, if I can't get through this 20-minute run, this 1 hour total workout, I better just resign from my position in this Ironman, because there's gonna be far greater tasks down this road. But man, that was actually one of the hardest things I've had to do in a long time. But that's done. I have a 15-minute cool off. I need it. I'm like bright red, still hear my heartbeat in my head, but it's gone down a little bit. So, wow, that's crazy. Definitely one of the hardest things I've ever had to do.